Hello people, it's Blitz here. Welcome back to a new episode of Planet Coaster. It's part 12 of Wild West. In this episode we're going to make a pool. Some change rooms, some showers and benches. The normal stuff you find on a pool. So to start off with, we've got to make some water. And to get water we need a hole in the ground. And make it the size you want, the shape you want. Then we get the old brick walls, stick that around, square it off. At this moment in time, the only way to put water in, we can't make obviously proper swimming pools yet where are usable. So we have to cheat on making a hole in the ground, filling that with water, sticking the building inside it, and it looks like it's a swimming pool. It works. Unfortunately it's not usable, but it will do. So there's a surround at the moment. A bit basic. Trying to keep it to the western theme, so I've got the old wooden deck. I could bring the floor up, but it's pointless, don't need to do that. You see there, the water works fine. Now we've just got to get the level we want, so we can get a bit higher. But we won't bring the ground up, we just put our floor in of the pool, and we'll just fill it up. So, well, you can see that works fine. Now we need to do a few other bits and bobs. Make the hole smaller so they don't stick out, and we could do with some steps going down. Otherwise it's all looking fine. Now I've not made this as a blueprint, I don't think it's that hard to make, but the buildings, what I'm going to attach to it, basically the change rooms, that will be available as a blueprint sometime this week. The other things, well, I think I'll just attach the other bits to the pool. I don't think really the other two bits need to be made as a blueprint. We can make some steps, same way we've done steps on the house or every other building we make. Just get the first step in position and copy paste. And get grabs a whole lot of them, then copy paste the whole lot to the location we want. Works fine. As I said, I think in my previous video, obviously the next lot of videos are going to be a bit slow coming out, because I'm now making a lot of items for the park to be put into the park, and most of them will be blueprints where you can download them at any time you want, do what with them you wish. The main point of this, building a pool, I mean at the end of the day, it's not just a ride place. It is a theme park, and theme parks have, well, I've not been to one for a long time, but I suppose the decent ones have swimming pools, hotels and things. So we may as well make that sort of stuff for the park. Now ideally this type of area, now I know the actual park itself is a western setup, and we're carrying on with those when it comes to the rides and even certain looking buildings, but we will add, when it comes to the foliage, we do like our little ride we made, we put lots of green and other stuff in, just to say, okay, this is a theme park, This is a pleasant place. It's not a desert. At the end of the day. So there's my steps. And I thought to myself, okay, I got this far. And 1 row of steps is just not going to go down. I want more steps. I thought, okay, how shall we do it? Shall we have at an angle? So they like an oval going to the corners. Or shall we have them straight along? I thought, no, let's have a curve. Curve would be good. We'll try and work out the best way to make it. Basically, I ended up putting the bottom ones together, and they overlap slightly. Just be really picky. And if you touch them up, you can get rid of the overlap quite nicely. So that's what I end up coming up with. That's quite good. I'm not sure if to put a railing in. I can't remember if they have railings going down in the pools or not. And the other thing is I can't remember if they actually have a ramp, not steps. But I don't know, I've not been in a pool for a long time. I could do really, lose some weight. So let's bounce all the water in, get the right height. Okay, doesn't look too bad. Now I want to make stay with the western theme on the building. I want to make a change room. So first I made a log roof, and basically I just copied each log and turned them to all the angles you got, like 35, 45 degrees, then filled in the spaces. So I had one like at corner, and then copied the entire corner, rotated it round until the whole roof's done. And I had them at a slight angle pointing downwards, so it looks like it's sloping. Now the plan is have the little go all the way around, have 3 compartments inside. Now the doors are actually the flags, the big flag poles. I think it's the American flag one. I could be wrong. It's a flag, and obviously it looks like it's got a sheet on a bar where you can pull it backwards and forwards, like you do when you go obviously when you change your clothes. And I'll just change its colour and start a pole in the ground. And just put them all side by side, and then it also looks like it's got hinges on the wooden frame. It's fantastic. What can go wrong? I stuck a seat inside each one. I don't know why, because you don't actually open it, but for the hell of it, we put a seat in now. Now here we're making a sink. I thought, okay, we'll have a bit of a wash before we go to the pool, and vice versa. And I thought, I've been trying to figure out how to make a sink for quite a while. And I thought, okay, it could be any base bottom, it could be any piece at the back. For the most part of it is okay, how do you actually make the sink yourself? So let's go through bits there. Okay, what can I do to make a hole in a sink? I thought, okay, what can I use? I thought, okay, can I use one of those pipes, the chimneys? What we got? Oh, that may go. If it's small enough to go inside the box, that is. And it worked fine. I just changed its colour. I thought, okay, when I've done this part, I thought, it's a bit flat. change its colour, and I'll put 2 of those pipes on top of each other. Stands out a bit more. Wow, that doesn't look too bad at all. Then I thought, okay, now I've got the hard part. Now I thought, if I want to make a sink, I've got to have a plug hole. So I got one of these. This is the old TV stand. I thought it was a fantastic idea. I thought, at the end of it, if I can lower it right down, it just looks like a black hole in the bottom. I thought it would come out great. I'm not quite sure what I would have used before the TV panels come out. I have to say, I suppose there is something else out there you could use. But I thought that was perfect for me. And I thought, okay, what can we use for the tap? I thought, oh well, I think we use for the plug, we can use for the tap, the handles. So now I brought it up, put that towards the back. Now it looks like it's got handles, but it doesn't look like it's got a piece sticking out the front for the water. And I thought, okay, what about the other piece? The other TV piece. I thought, that's got a bit sticking out. I could use that. I'll take that down. That'll stick out. I can line that up with the tap handles. I reckon that'll come out spot on. Unfortunately, I can't change its colour. Bit gutted, but there you go. It works fine. And the only thing you've got to do now, what I end up using for the water, I end up using a water jet and load it right down into the ground. So the top of it, it's like it's flapping around in a bowl. And the only thing I wish I could add was a mirror, but I've not figured out what to use as a mirror at this moment in time. I did think about putting a window in there. I thought, it's not going to go. But we'll see. See what comes out later with updates. So there it is, the women's version. I ended up copying all that, changed all the pink things to blue, changing the sign to men's changing rooms. Worked fine. The other thing is obviously I've got the towel on the right hand side. That's one of those little flag thingamajigs. I just painted that pink and I put a rope going from one side of the wall to the other side and just stuck it next to it so it looks like it's hanging on a rope. Perfect. I hope they come in the future where you got a building and you put something like an element behind the door and say this is the change room. You can get people would actually go up to it, walk through, in theory, through the door, change, and come back out. But we'll have to see what happens in the future. I've got no idea what Frontier plans are. I wish I did, but I don't have a crystal ball. So we'll just see. Most importantly, don't forget to save your work when you're making things like this. It'll be a disaster if it goes wrong. So I thought, okay, diving boards. At first I used the old metal staircase. It's like one of the old signs sticking out. I thought that would be naff. I thought, okay, let's make some concrete steps going up. And just basically get one of the signs. Well, actually, I didn't use the sign in the end. I changed it to one of the shapes. Got a couple of shapes, a couple of long shapes, and I left them at default colour. I thought it went quite well with the pool. And as that diving board, I might change it into the future, but I'm not quite sure yet what else to use. It'd be nice to have some sort of texture on it so it looks like it's anti-slip, but I ain't worked anything out yet. So that's basically copy paste as normal. Nothing special here. The other reason I decided to make a pool besides obviously being a theme park. So actually at the end of the day, I like creating, and I thought, well, I ain't really created anything in the game. I made a roller coaster, stuck terrain around it, but the terrain editor usually does that automatically. And you just obviously same it. It's what you want. Okay, I did obviously come up with the idea about having the waterfalls, but I'm not really creating any buildings as such. And I thought, well, let's go back to the basics. Let's actually build something for the theme park. So we end up building a pool, and we build all these little buildings and the VIP stands, as I call them, for the pool area. In the next episode, we make another one of these VIP buildings, a round one, and we make a little play area, which I thought was fun. So okay, I thought we'd better check what's the pool like in the dark, and yes, it's quite dark. I thought, okay, let's stick a load of lights in the pool, brighten it up. It's a bit dull. I actually thought these lights were quite bright, but for some bizarre reason they don't come out as bright as I thought they would. I was able to have one light and it just shot all the way through the water to the other side, like a light beam, but it didn't seem to work. So we added a few more on the bottom. So I've done that and I thought, let's leave the old lights yellow. I thought it'd come out quite nice, like bright picture. Just a bit dull on the outside, so I've got to get some more lights in. What I end up doing with all these lights, I actually recess them into the wall so they flash. So I made a little, well, in theory that's how they are, well, all the pools I've been in. They've always been flush, they don't stick out. I suppose it would be nice if they actually gave us a light where we can change the intensity, not just the colour. The intensity of the light itself. That's what we've got so far. It's a bit basic. Need to fill it up. I was thinking about making one of those big chutes. I thought, shall I go and make a big chute? I wasn't sure I was going to make it out of, mind you, but I thought, okay, I suppose we could do something out with shapes. But it's like, okay, I can make this wacky great big ride on the chutes flying down into the pool. But again, since obviously they're not usable, so I don't really want to spend that time doing that. Now I have left space. I may do it in the future. Because I do plan to have another pool down where the lake is, where the waterfalls are. So I may put one in there when I start doing all the shops. But I ain't made my mind up yet. It'll be fun. I've got to try and work out the best way to do it. So we get some more buildings in. So it is a pity that we can't get no one to walk around it, but that's just life. I have put a path going around it, mind you, just for the hell of it. But I think of it, when I start putting all the buildings in, I'll probably be in the way. But that's life. We have to see how that works at a later date. So now I've added two more buildings to the men's side. So as I said before, I just changed the colours and the name tags. Now I've added two pools to the left hand side. They're basically the fountain bases. And what I've done, I added a load of logs going round the top, and I've got planks going down the side, straight down, so I can raise them up a bit. Quite a lot to them really. Pretty basic. I thought, okay, we need some sort of thing. Now I'll also do change them a bit later, and also put a water jet in them, so it just shows you like it's got more water, and it's a jacuzzi. Not quite sure if I should put a steam element in it, aren't you? I might do, might not. I ain't made that mind up yet. Okay, this part, we need some showers. Now in the Roller Coaster Tycoon 3, remember we had showers. So, okay, let's make a shower. Now I'm still trying to work out some other parts of this. It looks alright at the moment, but I need to add some sort of elements to it, mechanical elements, so it looks like it's real. So basically, when we made the little hut, the changing room hut, I blueprinted the roof. I thought I could use that later and other stuff. I thought, okay, stick that there on a pole, and I'll get a couple of water jets blasting down on the ground. I just want to make sure it's the right height. Try to make the building still down low. The other thing I may actually put around the floor, slightly raised, so it looks like it's the water drains off. Yeah. I'm trying to work out what to do there. I haven't come up with an idea yet. I've basically put 4 of these in a roof, blasting down so it looks like the showers. I'll need to add some sort of pipe work if I can. Just make it a little bit more realistic, so it's got like the actual pipe works, water pipe going to it. But I ain't quite figured out how to do that yet. Now to do that, I could just say the water comes up that wooden pole in the middle. It's all hidden in the roof, but I don't know if I can figure out how to get some sort of thing to look like pipe work attached to it. I will, but I haven't come up with the idea yet. I made 2 of them. And I thought, okay, well, one we've got to hide the jet, and maybe we can make it look a bit like a different elements. I made them brown at the moment, but I might change them to, if I can, a bit like, I'm trying to make it look like a silver. It might look like some metal pipe work going in them. We'll see in the future, see what we can come up with. Up it next to the cloud. Let's get him in the right spot. Okay, at this point I decided to make a shady area. So basically I just got the wooden pieces stacked on top of each other, and I'm just making a roof. In theory I could put a complete roof on. I thought, okay, I have seen it where a bit like a gazebo sort of thing. We have some light coming through and some light not coming through. Half and half. And under here we'll stick some more deck chairs. Now I made a blueprint of these deck chairs. That way we do make one. I'll make a smaller one every while on camera. I'm not quite sure why I didn't have the deck chair making on camera. Everybody just thought it was a bit boring, and I don't know. But they're not hard. It's just basically those shapes with a couple of old wooden legs. So I thought, okay, this is the VIP area, VIP pool. Have some there, and we get some food elements as well on the side of the pool, as we do. And we've got to look after the old VIPs, haven't we? Keep them happy. Yeah, I think that comes out quite well at the end of the day. Okay, at this point I thought, okay, VIP pool, need to corner it off a bit. So I thought, okay, what can I put around the outside? Can I make a brick wall? I thought, no, I've got a better idea. I bought a garden hedge round, and I put a garden, like a path coming around, and people can walk around. After they've finished swimming, have a quick walk around and go back round to the front. So stick a hedge all the way around. Nothing special. Yeah, I thought to myself, okay, I can put that all the way around it. I don't look too bad. Get some nice colour going around it. A little bit different, what can I say? As I said, I changed the pools. You can see there I've added, taken the logs off the top, put shaping. I left the colour the same. I thought it looked quite nice as it was. To make it look like it's got like an inflated cushion going around the outside. And I added some shapes for the steps. And left them in colour as well. Make it bright. It just shows you on that screenshot there. Now I've used the same colour blue as the ones on the flagpoles and the signs. And I'll show you different material, looks completely different in colour. Don't know why, it does. That's the way it comes out. I might try and darken it up at a later date, see if I can get it to match. But don't know, we'll see. I've got a deck chair there. We'll make one in a minute, a smaller one. But I think it's looking not too bad at this moment in time. Yeah, the deck chairs are nothing, we just cut the shapes I've used with wooden battens. But we end up making, I want to make a slightly smaller one. Steal a few items off the other one. And then we copy, paste it, and make a blueprint. And use them at a later date. Not quite sure why I don't recall me making the other one. I didn't miss that out altogether. I don't know. Now I want this one to look more like a chair. I was checking them out on the old Google, and you get some small ones and some long ones. So I thought, oh, I'll make a short one as well then. I'm trying to figure out how I can have them two colours. Like a stripe going down the middle. I'm not sure if I can get another shape go down inside. I have to work that one out. I'm trying to get it so they don't flash. I can't stand the flashing. So I end up doing sometimes a few plain things. So I've seen on videos where people use the old path elements or the roof elements like we've got here, and I use them all around the park, and it does look nice when you've got all the floor done and it's all concrete out and blah blah blah, and people walk around. But when you get to certain areas, you've got curves in and people use them over and over again, it flashes like no tomorrow. Drives me nuts. And some people can handle that. Me personally, I don't like it. Now there is a way around it. You can always have one high, one low, one high, one low, one high, and so and so. But, you know, we all do like to have things flush. It's the way the game is. Just want to make sure one sticks out slightly than the other. Again, stop the flashing. We've not seen any flashing, mind you, they don't have a texture. The shapes don't have texture, so they don't flash. So, in theory, if I want to put a stripe down the middle, it shouldn't flash, but I'll have to check that out. See if it works or not, a bit later on. Yeah, it would have been nice if I got the wood thinner, but I know, can't have everything your own way. I think it works. So basically it's just a very simple thing to build, not hard at all. And just make it into a blueprint and perfect for later on. So here's the pool, finished. Not quite sure if I'll do any more to it. I will leave you with it, and then we'll log off, and I'll see you in the next episode when we build another VIP building and a play area, some swings, some slides, and a few other bits and bobs. Later's all. Blitz out.